Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. For today's video, we have the final video in this ranking series that I've been doing over the past week or so from Hoops Reference. Today, we are going to be looking at a ranking for every single starting NBA center. Yes, we've done the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, center position, final one out there, man. So, I don't know, obviously, when I think of, top centers, I think probably Embiid, Jokic, Karl-Anthony Towns, although Keck is kind of underrated at times. So I'm curious to see if Hoops Reference does it here, man. But anyway, link to the video and the channel in the description below. If y'all could drop a like on this video, it'd be greatly appreciated. Let's go ahead and get started on this, man.
Those videos will be linked in the description below, so if you somehow missed them, go and check them out. Before we start, though, make sure to subscribe to the channel.
Hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button.
Now, with that being said, let's begin. Starting at the bottom and
Cody
working our
Zeller.
way to the top at number
There's
3,
gotta be worse. Is Zeller that bad?
The Charlotte Hornets. Now, Zeller being at the bottom of this list doesn't mean he's a bad player, but amongst starters, he just doesn't.
He used to be like, there was a time where he was, for like a half a season, where he was the Hornets' second best player. He was a big part of what they did. There was a big part of what he did.
But because the Hornets are so poorly constructed,
damn,
he
man,
finds himself in a starting role. At number 29, we have Alex Len of the Atlanta Hawks. Len, for most of his career, had been a major disappointment considering he was drafted very early in 2013.
I mean, he's not bad,
but never really lived up to the hype. But since his arrival in Atlanta, he somewhat rejuvenated his career. He's still near the bottom of this list compared to other starters, but he no longer looks like as big of a bust as he once did. At number 28,
see, I'm thinking Zeller and probably Alex over Dwight Powell. I don't know, man.
Powell doesn't dominate in any particular way, but he plays his role exceptionally well on both ends of the floor. He's a very good role man.
Maybe I haven't watched him play enough. Maybe that's it.
Finishes at the rim.
You telling me, Mavericks fans? Is he the real deal?
At number 27, we have Enes Kanter.
Y'all better have some freaking, spicy centers, man, 20 center, because Enes Kanter, he's one of the most underrated centers in the NBA, guys. I'm going to say, I know he doesn't play the most defense out there, but damn, his scoring, his rebounding.
Of the Boston Celtics.
Shit's underrated, bro.
Going from Al Horford and Aaron Baines to Kanter is going to be a massive drop-off.
Not really.
Especially on the defensive end of the floor.
Defensively, yeah, but not
Kanter
Aaron Baines to Enes Kanter.
Mightily on the defensive end, and while he does score well down in the post and rebound at a good rate, his defensive struggles result in him being near the bottom of this list.
Maybe he'll come up.
At number 26, we have Dewayne Dedmon of the Sacramento Kings. Dedmon played very well in Atlanta over the past few seasons, and as a result, got a nice contract from the Kings this summer. He stretches the floor well and is a decent defender and rebounder, and he just does a good job playing his role without trying to do too much.
That Kings team got so much damn depth, though.
We have Thomas Bryant
center and power forward
Wizards. After not really getting much of a chance in his rookie season in LA, he broke out and was very productive in Washington last season. He scores the ball extremely efficiently.
Doesn't that kind of scare you, though, when a player breaks out and the team doesn't do very well? I don't know, maybe that's just me. To me, that's just kind of like a red flag. Yes, this guy's put up numbers, but that don't mean, I don't know, I could be stupid for saying that. Maybe I'm stupid for saying that.
At 62%, and is just a tough player.
I just can't believe the disrespect to Enes Kanter.
At number 24, we have Ivica Zubac of the Los Angeles Clippers. Zubac is another big man that benefited greatly from leaving the Lakers.
Bro, he's a starting role player, man.
Bryant,
we all know Montrez should be starting.
He played really well after he was traded to the Clippers last season, and established himself as a nice option in the post. At number 23, we have Tristan Thompson of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Thompson's season went under the radar a bit last year because of how bad the
he thought they were going to the damn championship. He said, we're the team to beat.
in the league and a double-double threat on a nightly basis. At number 22, we have Wendell Carter Jr. of the Chicago Bulls. As a rookie last year, Carter showed off a very promising outlook on potentially becoming a very good all-around big man.
I gotta see him do it for a full season, though, you know what I'm saying?
He struggled with injuries and missed about half the season. Moving on to year 2, the Bulls will need him to stay healthy, because him having a big year would help them.
I'm sure he'll be okay, though. He'll be okay.
At number 21,
I love
we
Mitchell
have
Robinson,
Mitchell Robinson of the New York Knicks. Robinson was the biggest gem of the draft.
I would trade Drummond for Mitchell Robinson right now.
Best shot blockers in the entire
Kevin
NBA immediately.
And I'll take RJ
while
Barrett.
only playing limited minutes. In a bigger role next year, I can definitely see him breaking out and skyrocketing up this list. But for now, I can't jump the gun too fast.
Him and Julius
so
should be pretty interesting.
At number 20, we have Derrick Favors of the New Orleans Pelicans.
About time you playing center.
Favors is a solid big body in the paint that finishes well around the rim and does a lot of things well. He played a lot of power forward in Utah, which honestly held him back. Because
I agree,
when he
100%.
logged center minutes, his production skyrocketed, and in New Orleans,
Been
he
saying
won't
that
have to share that role with Rudy
for a
Gobert.
while.
At number 19, we have Bam Adebayo of the Miami Heat. Adebayo is one of the most promising young big men in the league, and with Hassan Whiteside gone,
Damn, you
he's
got some
finally going
range.
to get
Oh
the
my
center spot
God.
full time. He's got nice touch on his
Nice
mid-range
release.
jumper, springy athleticism, and very good defensive instincts. At number 18, we have Kevon
Bro, what happened
Looney
to his
of the
damn
Golden
tooth,
State
man?
Warriors. Of all the players
Looks
that
like an
played
elbow.
a big role in the
Not
Warriors
great.
dynasty over the years, Looney was definitely the most.
Can I also just point out, too, how high... I'm not going to swear. There could be children watching. How effing freaking high Kevon Looney is compared to some of these other centers. I'm taking Bam over Kevon Looney Tunes. I'm taking Mitchell Robinson. Probably taking Enes Kanter. Maybe I'm underrating Kevon. He's a little too high for my liking on this.
Slept on. He's incredible on defense, not only as a rim protector, but also as someone that can switch on to smaller perimeter players.
I mean,
and hold
okay.
his own, which was super valuable to the team.
But I don't have him that high up on the list.
At number 17, we have Brook Lopez of the Milwaukee Bucks. Lopez has done a terrific job rebranding himself as a player, transitioning fully
Splash
from
Mountain.
a post-up big to
Bro,
a
that's-
floor
bro, that's
spacing
Robin. Oh,
three-point
there we go.
specialist and a rim protector. He's a big part of the Bucks, and his spacing helps Giannis get the space he needs to dominate.
I wonder if
from
Robin's
the
going to
side.
start trying to space like that,
At
too.
number 16, we have DeAndre Ayton of the Phoenix Suns. While Doncic and Trey got all of the buzz last year as rookies, the number one pick from the draft,
It's like a 17 and 10
had
guy.
a low-key really
Wasn't
good
he?
first season, putting up 16 points and 10 rebounds
Okay, there
per
we
game.
go. 16 and 10.
He has a nice face-up game and does really well down low, and should become one of the best players at the position in a few years. At number 15,
Damn,
we have
how the mighty
DeMarcus
have
Cousins
freaking
of the
fallen.
Los Angeles Lakers. The injury Cousins suffered last year really hampered him a ton as a player, and last year...
I disagree with that. I feel like he could still be completely fine. I think a big part of it is, like, not only did he come back, like, what was it, like, mid-season? So, for one, you got to get back into shape. Like, I'm, like, playing an NBA game, like, that's going to kill you, like, if you're not completely in shape. And he was on a brand new team with completely new players. Like, I got a feeling he could be completely fine. Like, maybe not the same exact player he once was, but I understand why his
honestly
numbers
really
dipped a little
bad
bit.
for Boogie. His defensive ability fell off a cliff. He wasn't able to overpower players quite the same on offense.
That's all
and
just
he just
fatigue.
Looked bad. Hopefully he can bounce back a bit
He
on
will.
the Lakers.
Guarantee
but
it.
He's still a long way from his
Got
former
chemistry
starting
with
days.
AD.
At number 14, we have Steven
Aquaman.
Adams of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Adams is one of the toughest big men in the league and has for a while sacrificed his own numbers for the betterment of the team, especially with boxing out.
Well, he was never
phenomenally
dropping no
and
damn
helping
30 and
Russell
20.
Westbrook grab rebounds to go initiate the offense at a quicker pace. At number 13, we have Jonas Valanciunas of the Memphis
Okay.
Grizzlies.
I
When he
mean-
got traded to the Grizzlies last year, he was a legitimately great big man.
Small
He
sample
averaged
size.
20 points and 11 rebounds per game in Memphis,
Small
while
sample
also
size, though.
blocking almost 2 shots per game. And while the Grizzlies have begun their rebuilding process, he will be a solid veteran presence in the lineup.
I do like him. I don't hate
At
him.
number
you know.
12, we have Marc Gasol of the Toronto Raptors.
Marc Gasol at 12, man. Yeah, I say you gotta respect him and put him right there for now. I could see his stat line dipping off because he's getting like older and stuff, and you know next year will probably be splitting minutes with Serge Ibaka for the entire year. So okay, I don't want to like discredit him quite yet. I still like Marc Gasol, just not what he was.
Gasol may be on the downslope of his career at this point, but he still provides a nice offensive scoring punch as a floor spacer, and defensively, he's still a top-tier rim protector. And when the Raptors took home the title this year, he played a major role in it. At number 11, we have Jarrett Allen of the Brooklyn Nets.
Interesting.
The starting spot might not actually go to Allen because of the team signing DeAndre Jordan, but I see Allen as a much better player at this point and think it would be a mistake to start Jordan. So
I mean, you can't go
hopefully
wrong
he
either
wins
way.
the job in training camp. Allen has put together a very strong first 2 seasons where he's become notorious for blocking big-time stars at the rim, and if they bench him for Jordan, who is very clearly over the hill, that would be a big mistake. Now, to start off the top 10, we have Jusuf Nurkic of the Portland Trailblazers.
That's how he is
He's
after
going
that
to
damn
likely
leg
miss
break.
at minimum half the season and probably more, but he took his game to a new high last year and played a massive role as the third option alongside Lillard and McCollum. At number 9, we have Miles Turner of the Indiana Pacers. Turner's offensive game may still have yet to reach the potential that many thought it had, but defensively,
I'm ready for him to
he's
break into
elevated
a top
himself
5 center.
to
I'm waiting
being
for
one
that.
of the very best paint protectors in the whole league. Plus, on the offensive end, he still does do a pretty good job shooting threes and spreading the floor, which helps the Pacers' offense run smoothly. At number 8, we have Andre Drummond of the Detroit Pistons.
Okay.
He's led the league in rebounding in 3 of the last 4
about all he
seasons,
can do.
gives you 17 points per game, and blocks almost 2 shots every night, being one of
Drummond's on the 1 beer a day diet, bro. He drinks 1 beer a day just up his calories. I know me personally, I do that same exact diet, except it's 15 beers a day, and I'm already over my calorie limit. Okay, I'm done.
the most productive
Bad
big
joke,
men
bad
in the
joke.
league.
Let's continue the damn video.
At number 7, we have Clint Capella
I'm taking
of the
Drummond over
Houston
Clint.
Rockets. Capella may have come up small.
You put goddamn Drummond with James Harden and CP3 are now Russell Westbrook. He could do more for you than damn Clint Capella. Capella is a product of the system.
Against the Warriors,
Fucking Drummond got Reggie
overall,
Jackson.
had a terrific season of playing very good defense and finishing efficiently in the paint as a beneficiary of James Harden's playmaking. At number 6, we have LaMarcus Aldridge of the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay,
Admittedly, I made a mistake in my last video by putting Aldridge on the power forwards list because he will more than likely be starting at center this year for the Spurs. With that said, he's an all-star and capable of putting up big numbers, and for that, he's near the top of this list. Now, starting off the top 5, we have Nikola Vucevic
I'm okay with
of
that.
the Orlando
All-star
Magic.
last season.
Nikola has been for a while a very good player on a bad team, but last
They
year
look like about
he
17 in
elevated
that
his game
picture.
even further and became an all-star while being a major factor in the Magic making the playoffs for the first time in a while. He's so well-rounded offensively and can impact
Is that a fat
games
joke?
in a variety of ways. At number 24, we have Rudy Gobert.
Damn, number
of the
24,
Utah
that boy
Jazz.
did. I'm just
Gobert
joking,
has
man.
won each of the last 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and for good reason. With that being said, though, in each of the last 2 playoffs, he's been played off the floor at times.
That girl
because
kinda
he
saying, will you
struggled
please take
defending
my
in
ball?
space, and he was forced out
I
into
want
the
to try.
perimeter where he
Nope,
struggled.
no, not yet, not yet.
The regular season
Oh.
impact is great, but he desperately needs to improve in the postseason. At number 3, we have Karl-Anthony Towns.
You know what? Good for Hoops reference on this video, man. So many people underrate this guy right here. He totally is. I would say he's top 3 center for sure. And if you don't think that, please let me know why. I'm curious about your opinion, but I think he's definitely number 3.
Of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns is one of the most offensively gifted big men in the entire
That he is.
NBA, being able to shoot incredibly well from 3, dominate the post, and even take bigs off the dribble and expose mismatches there. His struggles, however, come on the other end of the floor as his defense
He's gotten
has been
better.
very subpar since
He's
he
gotten
became a
better.
pro, but overall, he's still one of the top players in the league. At number 2, we have Nikola Jokic
Okay.
of the Denver Nuggets.
So we going with
The Nuggets'
Jokic at 2.
whole
Okay.
offense basically runs through
I don't-
Jokic, and he plays the
Okay.
role of both go-to
Okay.
scorer and playmaker because he's the best
Okay.
passing
We're
big
good.
man
We're
in
good.
the league, and honestly one of the best passing big men ever. He has a legit case to be the number 1 center, but like Towns, his defense holds him back because he's very
Once again, he got better last season. He was not a bad defender last season. He was fine. You know? He was fine.
on that end of the floor. And finally, at number 1 on this list, we have Joel Embiid of the Philadelphia 76ers.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm not
Embiid gives
like...
you 27 and 13 a night while giving you all defense-esque defense and rim protection.
He really dropped
His
27
impact
points a
on the
night.
floor is massive, even on his off nights, and the team plays much better with him on the court, as evidenced by his plus-minus in the playoffs, where the Sixers outscored the Raptors by over 100 points with him on the floor, but yet they still lost the series. Barring health, he's one of the most dominant forces in the entire league, and probably will be for a while. And with that being said...
Okay, guys, that is the end of the video right there. I would say this list, I didn't really get triggered too much by anything on here. I know there's people out there that are Team Jokic or Team Embiid. You can really make a case either way, I think. Only once I thought that Enes Kanter was a little bit on the low side compared to some of the guys listed. I thought that maybe Kevon Looney was a little bit too high, but I could see Warrior fans coming at me about that regardless anyway. But overall, I thought it was a pretty damn decent list, guys. If you got any hiccups about it or any, pissy just notions, let me know in the comment section below. So thank you all so much for watching, and peace out, my friends.